It's Thursday, March 11th, and it's time for your Barbados Today morning news update. Government is facing yet another lawsuit in relation to its COVID-19 directives. Opposition Senator Caswell Franklyn says he's headed to the High Court today to challenge the manner in which the legislation imposed by government to control the spread of the virus on the island was enforced. Under the current Emergency Management COVID-19 Curfew No. 4 directive, a fine of $50,000 or 1 year imprisonment or both may be imposed on anyone who fails to comply with the terms and conditions of the ongoing curfew. This will be the second lawsuit filed against government in less than a week. Franklyn said while he had no issues with government trying its best to contain the spread of COVID-19, he maintained that there was a right way to do it.
Only a court in Barbados can rule them to be illegal. And when that happens, then I'm filing the case tomorrow. Because I'm taking the government to court on them. I can't let the government continue to break the law and float the law and do what they like. I have to get it adjudicated one way or the other. The COVID directives that have not been done in accordance with the laws of Barbados. The Barbados has no authority under the Constitution of Barbados or any other laws for that matter. The government can put them in the amendment to the Emergency Management Act. That amendment is unconstitutional. The Barbados cannot make law for herself. Any minister who has power to make before the House. For the House to approve it. Because only the House can pass laws. But even if the minister made the law, it is only valid after the House approves it. The House has not approved any directive so far. I am not saying that the directive doesn't have a purpose and that it shouldn't be done, but if you can do it right.
A leading hotelier says 2 of his hotels could close in the coming months for an indefinite period. And that's not all. Gordon Seal, owner of the Sugar Bay Barbados Beach Resort and Bougainvillea Beach Resort, also said the country could continue to witness a very depressed tourism product if steps are not urgently taken to ease COVID-19 measures and ensure improvements in the tourism industry by this November. Seal, who was speaking during the first quarterly general meeting of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, held under the theme Tourism Surviving Beyond COVID-19, suggested that there was a need for some easing of the protocols soon, including the length of time a visitor was required to wait in quarantine for the results of a second COVID test. He said that while he understood the measures were needed to curtail the spread of the virus, he believed authorities could plan in a way that would allow for hoteliers to better structure their operations. In other news, the theft of park furniture, community benches, swings, picnic tables, and grass is prompting the government to consider installing security cameras in a bid to stop the trend. Minister of Environment and National Beautification Adrian Ford made the disclosure yesterday and condemned what he considers a small group of residents for seeking to destroy the efforts of the ministry's Clean and Green Community Project. Speaking at the launch of the development of the grounds of the National Disabilities Unit at Collymore Rock, Ford said he was unable to give an estimated value of the items stolen from the recreational spaces. Meantime, Minister of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Cynthia Ford, also voiced concerns about the growing trend, which she said has left her ashamed, disappointed, and angry.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To news from the region, Guyana's national vaccination COVID-19 program gets underway with persons over the age of 60 getting their doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. More in this report from News Source, Guyana.
Vaccination sites have been set up at health centers in every region, and seniors can now visit those centers to receive their COVID-19 vaccines. Additional locations are to be announced soon. In a notice last evening, the Ministry of Health said the vaccination drive will be done daily between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Those wishing to take the vaccines must walk with their identification cards. The Ministry of Health has indicated that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe and will reduce the chance of persons becoming severely ill or hospitalized if they contract COVID-19. The majority of persons who have become severely ill and have died from COVID-19 in Guyana are seniors above the age of 60.
And finally, Hawaii is under a state of emergency after severe flooding across the state's islands prompted evacuations, damaged homes, and raised alarm over a possible dam failure. More from Reuters TV.
Harrowing scenes like this are playing out across Hawaii. On Tuesday, a river of floodwater gushed past a home in Hauula. The state is now under an emergency proclamation after heavy rain brought floods, landslides, and a fear of dam failures across Hawaii. On the island of Maui, homes were destroyed when a dam overflowed. Heavy rain also damaged roads there, and one bridge was completely washed out. Oh my God. Thousands of people in the state have been ordered to evacuate. Haiku resident Sean Alexander said it didn't take long for water to rush into his house.
I started panicking, my dad started panicking, we just was watching everything kind of go by, and then maybe within 15 to 20 minutes the water just rose to the top. It burst into the room, it took all the chicken coops down the river, it lifted up my truck, and my truck went down the river as well.
Local media reported that 2 people were swept away in raging waters on Tuesday, and only one of them is confirmed to have been rescued. The governor is warning residents to take all precautions as the poor weather is expected to last until Friday.
That's news. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.